Doug Thompson here in the shop. This is my anvil that is near my fabrication table. It's a petting house anvil, 275 pounds. It's a wonderful anvil. I have built a coal-fired forge outside, and I'd like to have an anvil outside, but I don't want to have a nice anvil like this just sitting out in the rain. So I decided to make essentially a shop-built anvil. I've had this piece of steel forever, and I think I've used it once for a press brake job. So this is going to form the body of the anvil. I've had this kind of conical section here for a long time, never really done a whole lot with it. And then I'm making a hardy hole assembly here, and all of these tools that you see here work with my other anvils. So for instance, if I'm out at the coal-fired forge and I want to do some little pressing move to make a circle, I can do that. Or if I want to have a hot cut to cut some stuff off, I'll do that. If I want to put a bending fork in there, I'll be able to put a bending fork in there. And then if I want to have a smaller conical bit. So anyways, the next step, I'm going to weld all this up. I kind of reimagined what does an anvil do. Yeah, you're banging on it, but you're also shaping with it. So I like the fact that this has a curve here. There's a large hole going through the anvil on the backside, so you can make tooling for it. This is just a cylinder that's kind of half the size of the back end, and then the bick. So there's kind of three general round shapes that are here. This tool here fits on top of it, so when you've got to straighten out a bar, you can tap it right here, and you kind of got a built-in little press brake. So the body of the anvil is this high manganese steel. I forged the bick and then welded it on. For the base, I like using a three-legged base. I've got it tied together with some 3/4 inch solid at the bottom. There's some little floor plates here. So anywhere that I put it in the shop, it doesn't rock. To hold it down, there's actually happened to be a little hole here. I passed a chain through both sides, and then I've got kind of a block and a piece of tubing with a hole in it. I TIG welded a piece of all thread right here, and then there's a nut below it to jam it up, tighten it up. And then I just dropped in these two 3/4 inch round rods to hold it very securely. Kind of on the side, for putting tooling in. So this is a cutting plate. I got a little radius tool here that I can use. And I like using kind of a steep U that I weld to the bottom, and then you could put the part, whatever tool you have, you can put it in the hardy hole and then use a wedge to hold it very securely in place. I have a job coming up where I've got to make some fullered elements and do it kind of in a predictable fashion. What I've built on the side of this little fuller is a stop system so that I can advance the part and then very precisely register the fullering moves. So I'll put this up to the stop, kind of square it up. And then I can use this tool here just to kind of straighten it out a little bit.